Welcome ladies and gentlemen to the Marangaroo golf course in Perth, Western Australia. Join myself Oscar as I take on 18 holes of good golf, bad golf and a little bit ugly golf. Let's get into it and see how I play. Alright, first hole here, par 4, 360 metres, pretty much dead straight. Let's just see if we can hold it straight. Yeah, not the best outcome on the first tee. We did have a little bit of audio issue here. My mics weren't working properly, so I'm just going to voice over the first little bit. But our second shot, we're just going to try punch it onto the fairway, but that's rolled to the other side of the rough. Third shot here, just getting a little bit further up. I think that's gone onto the left side as well, but we might have a chance to chip on here.
Never believe where that is. On the other side of the fairway, on the other trees.
We've gone a little bit too far, but we do have an angle at the pin. It hasn't been the best start, but I assure you guys it does get better. The golf does get better. Not the best start, maybe it's the camera, the first time recording myself, but yeah, it does improve, I promise you that. I'll take this time to tell you what the channel is and what the goals are. So just kind of having a bit of fun. I love my golf, I've been playing for a wee while now, but I thought, hey, let's record it, maybe make a little series out of it. Breaking 80, getting a handicap. I'm going back to New Zealand mid-December, so I want to be playing a lot more golf back there, and it'd be good to have a handicap. So we've got our bogey putt, and we just sneak it to the right of the hole, and unfortunately it doesn't go in, but we'll tap it in for a double bogey. On to the next. Hole 2, par 4, 365. Just want to clear that top of the bunker, and luckily we just pitch into the top lip and it rolls over the top. Second shot here, just got my 50 degree from about 100 meters out. It is into the wind and I do leave it just a little bit short on that right hand side. Now chipping on to our third. Beautiful little chip shot, rolls about 2 inches to the left past the hole, but about 6 feet behind it. So hopefully we can tap this in for a par. And look at that. Alright, it's moving up. Let's not get our hopes up because the next hole is a bit of a shocker. Par 4, 286, straight into the wind, and I've had another terrible shot, putting myself into the left trees. Luckily I do manage to find my ball here, but it's just not what we want to see. A lot of kangaroos on this course as well, a lot of kangaroos over here in Western Australia. So we've made it through these trees somehow, and there's a little bit of an opening here, about a 120 out, so I take the pitching wedge and absolutely thin it into the bushes in front of me. That is not the play. You never want to thin it into a bush. Alright, so I've had to take a kind of unplayable drop here, and it's just not my hole. I've bukkakied myself with sand, and I've left it way to the right. Try to make it through this gap. I've bounced off that tree, and somehow that's bounced forward just onto the fringe. We got a little putt here, and yeah, like I said, I've just hammered it past the hole. It has not been my hole, and to make things worse, I forgot to record the putt. Enough playing around, this is where the golf starts to get a little bit better. So we've got a par 3, 152. Just got my 8 iron here, just going to pop it up. Let the wind take it a little bit, and then it's just come around a little bit, kind of pin high on the right there. So we've got our birdie putt here, first birdie putt of the day. What can we do with this? Pretty good line, but it's just gone a little bit past, and we'll tap it in for a par. Oh, I nearly left that hanging up on the lip. Alright, hole 5, par 5, first par 5 of the day. 420 meters, so not the longest par 5. Decent little drive, but it does just kind of steer off to the right towards the end. This is also the last hole with the voiceover. Alright, second shot in. I can't remember how far I was, but I think it was a little 8 iron, so maybe about 150 meters. Turns out to be a great little shot. I am happy with that. I think about pin high, just on the right. So now I'm on the green for 3, and this is a little eagle putt, what I didn't realize at the time. I've lined it up. It's tracking towards the hole, but I just haven't given enough juice. But let's see what we can do with this birdie putt. And I'll leave it out on the lip again, but luckily it drops in.
Alright, I've caught up to the guys again, and I've just checked like the last recording,
because I noticed that the receiver on the mics was flashing, and I was like, oh, that's a bit weird. And turns out I haven't been recording audio for most of the time. That's a bit annoying. But that's a lesson learned. If the light's flashing, it doesn't mean it's connected, it means it's not really functioning properly. But that's alright. Par 3, 6th hole. Hey, what can you do? Got to stay positive. Still out here playing golf. Alright guys, hopefully you can hear me now that I've sorted the mic. Little par 3, tucked pin behind that bunker on the left. I've got a 7-iron, I think it's about 160, somewhat into the wind, but it is kind of sheltered here. But once this ball gets up, it's probably going to get affected by that wind. But plan is, start it on line with the pin, and then my little baby fade that I've got, hopefully land at center of the green. Don't want to be bunker, don't really want to be short. Oh, that's got to go. It's just landed short on that slope. That would have been perfect. Another 2 meters and that would have been on the green. Just rolled down a little bit. Oh well. All right, didn't roll down all the way on that hill. About halfway up the slope. Really tight, kind of firm ground. I'm not going to take the 56. Just going to use that pitching wedge shot. Let it roll most of the way. See how this goes. Great speed and great distance, but I did not see that turning right towards the end. Thought that I was going to roll left towards the hole. It's alright, it's all good. We can make this putt. Haven't left myself with the easiest of par putts. Left to right, I think it's going to turn more than I think. So I'm going to start this maybe like a cup and a half left. I don't know if that's too much, but I'd rather overread it than underread it, I guess. Alright, let's give this a nudge. Alright, that turned a lot more than I was thinking. That's right, little bogey. On the 7th, short par 4, water on the left, wind off the left as well, going right. So I'm going to start this kind of where that water is. Then hopefully that wind's just going to bring it round, back onto the fairway. Or my little baby fade will do that. But either one. Oh, that might be money. Saw it bounce, but there's a chance that it kicked right. Hopefully not into the... It might be at centre fairway, but it may have kicked right into the bunker. I don't think so though. I did roll into the bunker. I don't think so though. Bunker. I haven't actually hit a bunker shot out of these bunkers before. Feels quite soft. Got maybe 20 meters to the pin. Just get it up on the green and walk. I don't want to putt this. Just get it close. I also think when the camera fell down, the microphone may have stopped recording, but as you probably saw, wasn't a very good bunker shot. Let's just get this one close, give it a chance. Go, go, go. That's a great shot. Maybe a foot from the hole. We'll take that. Good par. Good par. It's always nice when you don't have to unwrap your putter. Unwrap, decover, derobe. Just yapping for the sake of yapping now. Alright guys, hole 8, par 4. Just remember what I was practicing on the range. Alright, slow everything down over that bunker on the left. And I've leant off that one. It's findable, but that's going to be out of the trees on the right. I've got lucky and unlucky. I was absolutely hit it like 240, 230. It's gone like 40 meters right of my start line. I've got a line out. I don't have a line at the pin and I can't go over, but I'm just going to try punch one low and get it just to wrap around, turn right a little bit. But I don't want to hit it too hard and stay straight because then it's going to be on the other side of the fairway. Should just play smart golf, but let's try move up in advance a bit. I mean, that's probably the best outcome that I could have hoped. Left side of the fairway, maybe 60 metres up. Left edge of the fairway, 50 metres out. Just landing this just short of the fringe pretty much, or just on the fringe, and just hopefully it just rolls out a little bit. I'd almost be tempted to putt this, but you know, just need to get confident with my wedges. It's usually my best part of my game, but it's just this tight grass. That was a great shot, not the best line, and it just didn't release. I think that landed and pretty much just stopped. Alright, that could have ended a lot worse. But I literally, I pitched around here and I thought it'd release out a little bit. It's probably a bit too much fringe to putt over. I just don't know how it's going to roll. So, nice little chip in par. Chip in par would be great. Just rock the shoulders, grip down in it, back of the stance. Oh, that would have been a beautiful par. I'll take a bogey. I'll take a bogey from where I was. I'm happy with that. Hole 9, par 5, about 450, and the wind's just picked up a little bit. Let's keep this one straight, maybe a little low. I think that was too slow. I mean, center of the fairway, but really low off the face, clipped about half the ball. Center of the fairway, we'll be up there a little bit. We can work with that. In terms of fairway placement, this is probably the best tee shot I've hit. Granted, it's only gone 120-ish meters. 250 to the flag, dead into the wind. I've got my little 2 hybrid. This isn't going to reach it, so I don't know. I haven't hit this club in a while, but I'll give it a nudge. I've got under it, and the wind's taken that. Oh, not the best hole. It'll be findable. We'll see if we've got a shot out. Found my ball. I've got a pitching wedge, which really isn't the play because there's a gap there that I can punt if I had my club's right there. Ah, it. No, not it. Alright, got the club. Got a line. Just need to get it out. Punch it out. Let it run, see what happens. Not the play. It may have got out there further up, but it's just shocking golf. Could have been a lot worse. That'll root. Got those fence standards in the way, but just get it up over those standards onto the green. Stop, stop, stop. It stopped on there. I pitched it up there and just rolled out. Let's try to put this one close, if not in. Uphill at the start, downhill at the end. I thought it was way left to right, but it's actually, it looks relatively straight, but it has to go right. Hole 9 might be my final putt. We'll see how busy the back 9 is. Let's give this a nudge. That's got to go. Why are some of these greens really fast and some of them are just really slow? Alright, come on. Finish it off with a good putt. And a broker left at the end. I did not see that in a million years. Not in a million years. Welcome to the back 9 of Marangaroo. On number 10, par 4, dog-legged left. Got a big kangaroo, so hopefully I don't top it again. And I've got magpies trying to eat my pie. Alright, let's go. Holy shit. He got a fright from my ball. That started off left and that somehow rolled back into the centre of the fairway. I've got away with murder. Double murder. Second shot on the 10th. About 150 out. I've gotten really lucky after I've just nearly killed a kangaroo. Got an 8-iron. Don't know if I'm going to reach this, but I'm just going to slow it down, try to play some better golf. Start on the left and hopefully just come around. It's got to keep coming around. That might be money, guys. Oh, what a kick. What a kick. That's ended up like centre of the green. Let's go. Alright guys, I'm just going to leave you with my kangaroo friends here. Hopefully they don't come attack me. Also, if you guys are ever playing out at Marangaroo, best food I've ever had at a golf course. That pie there. I feel like Australian pies are usually quite shit, but holy moly, that is a great pie. Also the chicken tenders. Best chicken tenders I've had in my life. Birdie putt, downhill, need a lock in. And those two kangaroos are having a go at each other. A little bit right to left, I think. Downhill. Let's just get it there, give it a chance. Oh, good putt. Came around, but just not enough. All right, let's crack into this pie. The joys of solo filming golf. Let's go. Say bye to my friends. All right, guys. Hole 11, par 5. 420 meters, big, kind of like a lightning bolt. Dog leg left, then right. Driver's probably not the play. So it's got a 4-iron here. Just get it up there, and then give us a good little approach shot in or layup in. Oh, I've absolutely flushed that. Yeah, that's great. That is great. We love that. We love that. We love that. Maybe a little bit too right, but you can't be angry when you flush a long iron. So it bends around that corner to the right. I think we're about 210 out. I'm a little too hybrid again. Just going to smooth one of these and just hope it kind of fades right a little bit. Oh, be the number. That could be money or that could be a little right. Hopefully you can hear me from over there. I don't know where to put you behind me. Just turn that ball over a little bit too much. Wasn't as right as I was hoping, and it went a little right. Got about half a backswing. Just going to try to get it out. Give us a birdie opportunity. Oh, hold. Alright, you probably can't see that from when you guys are, but that's kind of below your feet on the edge of the green. Alright, rolled off the green, but from where I was and with the backswing, wasn't a horrendous shot. No idea what this putt's doing. It's definitely downhill. I think it's definitely right to left. How much? Your guess is as good as mine. Alright, little bird dizzle. Alright, stayed straight and a little short. Walk it in. I'll take a par. Par's always good. Hole 12, par 3. The camera's on low battery, so I don't know how much of this back 9 I'm going to be able to film, but if it runs out, I'll give you a little debrief after. I'll keep playing it out. So we've got par 3, it's about 135. Let's go 9 iron because the pin's tucked just over that right bunker. Be money, be centre of the green. Oh, that spun back. Landed centre of the green, spun back a little bit. Nice little divot. Spun back a little bit. A metre or two. Long little birdie putt, but let's just get it close. Oh, I thought that was the one. That was a pretty good line for not lining it up. I'm happy with that. Jesus, that is a big f***ing kangaroo. I'm gonna give, oh, I'm f***ing. This is good. I'm giving myself this just for the, yeah, nah, f*** that. I'm giving myself that putt. And you guys can't tell me shit about it. That is a f***ing, bro, this tail is literally like the girth of my leg. I know I've got skinny legs, but geez Louise. And on that note, I'm going to stop the recording there just because the camera battery is really low. I hope you guys can see me. But I'll give you a little debrief, a little rundown of the scorecard on the next, 7 holes. But I mean, we'll see how we go. I'll keep you guys posted. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I'm back on my car. I've just finished the round. Hopefully you can see me. The sun's just setting. But we finished full 18. I ended up getting paired with, well, not getting paired, but another solo called Dylan came up behind me. Lovely gentleman, works in, that's regardless. Let's quickly run through the scores. So I left you guys on 12, the par 3. Then we went to 13, which was a par 4, 338. Absolutely bombed a drive, and then had a chip and a 2-putt for a 4. Number 14, which is a par 4, I bogeyed. Number 15, which is a par 4, I wrote a little note, bombed a drive, 1 chip, 2-putt for a 4. Little par 3, I parred it, but had a 50-degree in, a little bit short. Ended up chipping on and 1-putting for a 3. Then 17, which is a par 5. I can't even read my own notes. Bombed short, line H. Make of that what you will. 17, par 5. I parred that hole. And then 18, coming down the final stretch, me and Dylan. Absolutely, I wrote bombastic. I absolutely bombed my driver. It's a 345 hole. And I had just about 51 to the pin. So it was about a 300 meter drive. Absolutely bombed it. And then we jokingly said, here comes the yippee chip. Luckily I didn't yip the chip. Hit it about exactly 15 meters, kind of stopped. Kind of stopped on the dot nearly. About maybe a meter or two right of the pin. and ended up putting that for a birdie. So you want to know the scores, that's what you're here for. So on the front nine, shot a 43, which is 7 over. Not horrendous. As you guys saw, it was a bit of a rough start, but we locked in, we got those pars. We got one birdie, I believe, but mostly kind of bogeys and pars. And then on the back nine, shot a 36, even par, and that was honest golf. Like, as my dad says, if you're cheating golf, you're only cheating yourself, unless I guess you're playing for money, which I wasn't. But yeah, played a brilliant back nine. I don't know if it was maybe putting the camera away, there was less pressure, or I don't know, maybe I just got into the flow. But overall, shot a 79, so broke 80 and 7 over par, which was, is that mathing? Anyways, I hope you enjoyed the content. If you have any tips, suggestions, ideas of what you want to see, more 9-hole format, 18-hole format, I want to play with me and Royden, get some kind of like twos going, get a bit of banter, a bit of commentary as we're going. If there's anyone in Perth that watches this and wants to play golf, or even who wants to come film or do anything like that, feel free to message me or leave a comment. And if there's any kind of like Ambrose or scramble type games that you guys want to see, or even like warm-ups and kind of like practices on the range and the chipping green and the putting green, anything like that, feel free to drop below. If you've enjoyed, please like and subscribe. It means a lot. This journey is going to start off a little rough. I'm still, learning the ropes. Obviously, bringing a power pack for the camera would have been a good idea. But hey, it's all a learning experience. No one's perfect on their first go. Leave anything below. Love you guys. Stay awesome, and we'll catch you soon. Peace. We love that. Let's go. Oh!